Our proposal title is Gender Differences in Shopping Behavior by exploring gender differences in online shopping behavior and preferences in Kota Semarang, Sarawak. Moving to background of the study, in recent years, there has been a significant focus studying in shopping behavior, particularly in understanding gender differences. This study, as emphasized by Ozan and NDZEC 2014, specifically investigate how male and female consumers differ in their purchasing behavior, decision-making process, and choices. By understanding these consumer characteristics and gender-specific factors is crucial for tailoring effective marketing strategies and enhancing consumer satisfaction. At a broader level, firms aiming to customize their marketing approach must grasp this variation. Research indicates that women generally enjoy the shopping experience and invest more time and effort in it compared to a man who typically prefer for experience. The rise of shopping online further complicates this dynamic, necessitating exploration into how gender influence online purchasing pattern, especially in local Sarawak, which is Kota Semarahan. For problem statement, Malaysia witnessed a significant shift toward online shopping. It is transforming consumer behavior across various subsectors. This trend reflects diverse consumer preferences influenced notably by gender, especially men and women exhibit distinct shopping habits and preferences. It is shaping their choices from everyday necessities to luxury items. Understanding this gender-specific behavior is crucial for businesses aiming to tailor effective marketing strategies in Malaysia's dynamic and expanding economy. Despite extensive research on general consumer behavior, there remains a notable gap in understanding specific gender differences in online shopping preferences, especially in Kota Semarahan. Addressing this gap is essential for business facing challenges in effectively targeting both male and female consumers and maximizing their online market potential. So the study aimed to fill this knowledge void by providing a comprehensive analysis of gender-based consumer behavior in online shopping pattern or in online shopping context and offering insight into emerging trends, past challenges, and opportunity, especially in Kota Semarahan, Sarawak. The primary objective of this study is to address the gap identified in the problem statement by analyzing differences in online shopping behavior between men and women in Kota Semarahan, and then to identifying key factors influencing online shopping preferences for each gender, and to investigating psychological aspects of gender identity, self-perception, and socialization that impact buying habits. The research questions include what are the main differences in online shopping behavior between men and women in Kota Samarahan, and then what factor is influence the online shopping preferences of men and women in this region, and last is what are the psychological aspects of gender identity, self-perception, and socialization that impact the buying habit of men and women in Kota Samarahan. According to the theory planned behavior (TPB), people actions are shaped by their attitude, subjective norm, and perceived control over behavior. In online shopping, gender influences this factor, with men are often driven by technological proficiency, while women are more influenced by social norm and peer opinion. Meanwhile, the stimulus organism response (SOR model) explains how external stimuli such as website design and marketing messages that affect internal states, leading to specific response. This model clarifies how well designed online environment can evoke positive emotional and cognitive response to enhancing satisfaction and profitability. Gender differences further shape this interaction, as women tend to prioritize social and emotional factors, while men focus on convenience and efficiency. Combining TPB and SOR models highlight the need to understand gender-specific behavior for effective online marketing strategies. Next is conceptual framework. The conceptual framework for the study is shown in figure 1. It includes key variables such as gender, online shopping behavior, and influencing factors, for example, convenience, social influence, and product variety. The framework is based on the theory of planned behavior and the stimulus organism response model. It is showing how this variable impact shopping behavior. This framework also adopts to understand the multidimensional nature of internet buying behavior. Empirical literature support including this construct due to their significant influence on purchase decision. By integrating TPB and SOR model, the framework enables a comprehensive analysis of how gender interact with environmental and psychological factors in online shopping behavior. For hypothesis development, it is the following theories are adapted for investigating relationship between gender, online purchase behavior, and potentially influential factor based on the conceptual framework and insight from the research. For the first hypothesis is gender differences in Kota Samarahan through online shopping have been detected as substantial between men and women. This hypothesis is backed by previous scientific research which has proven the influence of gender on shopping habits and preferences. From this research, we can see women are more engaged in browsing, enjoy the social aspect, and value the emotional aspect of the product, while men are more focused on product feature, efficiency, and pricing. This hypothesis aims to check if significant differences in buying behavior exist between male and female in Kota Samarahan and to confirming former conclusion in this specific context. Second hypothesis is convenience is a significant factor in online shopping for both men and women. Time saving, ease of use, and availability are key drivers of online shopping behavior. The convenience of online shopping is a major positive influence on both gender. This hypothesis examines whether the ease provided by online shopping influences both gender equally or if women tend to be more conscious. Using point behavioral correlation analysis, it aims to determine if convenience is a vital driver of online shopping worldwide and how it varies between gender. Next hypothesis is social influences have a biggest impact on women regarding online clothing shopping than on men. From this hypothesis, we can see women are likely to be persuaded by their friend, other opinion and trends. This hypothesis posits that social influences is higher among women than a man in online shopping. It aims to confirm the significant difference in the strength of social influence on online shopping behavior by testing gender as moderating factor. Last hypothesis is the product variety greatly influences online shopping satisfaction, especially considering gender. The availability of variety and the ability to modify or individualize product increase consumer satisfaction and commitment to online store. This hypothesis suggests that product variety affects online shopping satisfaction for both male and female. It examines whether product variety is a significant factor that universally impacts online shopping satisfaction or if gender influences how this component is viewed. For research design, we apply a quantitative research design for data collection. This approach uses numbers to ascertain the extent of variable of interest and analyze the results statistically. The quantitative method is chosen for its ability to measure variables related to online shopping effectively and precisely, and then focusing on frequency, amount of money spent, and consumer preferences. This method is crucial for testing the hypothesis derived from the conceptual framework. focused to identify distinct online shopping pattern between males and females in Kota Samarahan. The study is explorative, focused at describing the phenomenon and attitude of the target population. Instead of prescribing action, this research presents a clear picture of current e-shopping activity across gender, showing preferred pattern and prevailing market trends. These insights are valuable for business people and policymakers to develop their intervention that meet the demand of male and female customers in the region. The selected research design is cross-sectional, meaning data will be collected at a specific point in time. This approach effectively captures the present behavior and trend in online shopping. Though it does not change over time. The combination of quantitative technique, a cross-sectional temporal horizon, and a descriptive goal from the true objective and pertinent research design of this study, the descriptive component will be offer a detailed description of online purchasing habits of both men and women in Kota Samarahan, while the quantitative data will be statistically analyzed to identify significant linkage and trends. The cross-sectional timeframe will capture the current status of gender disparities in online shopping and allowing researchers to draw relevant conclusions and provide recommendations to local business and policymakers. The study focused on Sarawak population, reflecting its historical influences including colonial and indigenous legacies. In 2020, Sarawak had 2.45 million of people and then growing to 2.51 million across 40 districts in 2023. The estimated population of Kota Samarahan district in 2023 is 134,600 residents and encompassing both urban and rural areas, adding it to diversity. Kota Samarahan aims to become a metropolis by 2030, targeting a population of 500,000 residents. This study will examine local buying behavior and preferencing in online shopping behavior. The census data form the foundation of our sampling frame, ensuring the sample represent the target population. The focus is on adults aged 16 years old to 30 years old, capturing the group most active in online shopping. Gender data from the census is crucial to examine gender gaps in online purchase behavior to ensuring equal representation of both gender. The sample will also reflect the ethnic diversity of Kota Samarahan, including Chinese, Iban, Dayak, Malay, and Ishada, to account for cultural impact on buying behavior. Data from e-commerce sites like Shopee and Lazada will help map and monitor consumption pattern and purchasing habit in Kota Samarahan. This data provide insight into consumer preferences, purchasing habit, and demographic factor, highlighting gender gaps into online shopping. Cooperating with Lazada will provide demographic information to ensuring a representative sample of the online consumer population in the area. This study will use random sampling techniques. It's selecting respondents from various locations in Sarawak while considering age, gender, and economic level. It is focused on Kota Samarahan only. Random sampling ensures a representative population and reduces this discrimination. A sample size of 383 local respondents from Kota Samarahan will complete the online survey. For the sample size, we use the Critchy and Morgan formula. It is a widely accepted and effective method for determining the appropriate sample size for our research. In the case of this study, in Kota Samarahan, the formula will apply using the key assumption of the population size is 134,600, and then for the confidence level is 95%. The sampling error is 5% and the validity is 0.5 and the chi-square is 3.841, and the result is we got 383 sample size. By plugging this value into the Critchy and Morgan formula, the resulting sample size is 383. This sample size ensures that the study will have 95% of confidence level and then acceptable sampling error 5%, which are widely recognized as industry standard for robust research. The straightforward nature of the Critchy and Morgan formula makes it a reliable and practical tool for researchers to calculate the ideal sample size for our project, balancing statistical rigor with feasibility. And then overall, this formula provide a sound, evidence-based approach to determining the appropriate sample size for the research study in Kota Samarahan. For research instrument, in this study examining gender differences in online shopping behavior in Kota Samarahan, the development of the questionnaire is pivotal. Researchers have systematically structured the questionnaire to align with the conceptual framework to ensuring comprehensive data collection. First of all is demographic information. The first section captures demographic characteristic, which is age, gender, ethnicity, income, and education level. This data is crucial for investigating how these factors influence consumer perception and expectation of online shopping in Kota Samarahan. Understanding this demographic helps researchers compare the impact of gender on online purchasing decisions against other socio-economic variables, revealing nuanced behavioral differences. Next is online shopping behavior. The second section focuses on respondent actual online buying habit, including frequency, average spending, and preferred website and type of product purchase. This data provide insight into gender differences in adopting online shopping practice. By observing actual behavior, researchers move beyond self-reported perception to examine real-life decisions made by male and female consumers, providing objective evidence to validate assumptions about gender gaps in online shopping. And then is convenience, social influence, and product variety. Subsequent section address key factors outlined in the conceptual framework, which is convenience, social influence, and product variety. This section explores respondent belief, attitude, and experience regarding these factors and their effect on online shopping behavior. For example, the convenience section assesses perception of ease, time efficient, and connectivity in online shopping. The social influence section examines how peer recommendation, review, and social norms impact purchasing decisions. The product variety section evaluates satisfaction level with the range of the product available online. These insights are essential for understanding how gender influences consumer behavior in the context of online shopping in Kota Samarahan. For measurement scale, the data collection tool for this study will utilize Likert scale to gauge respondent agreement level with statement and frequency of behavior. For example, a respondent will rate their agreement on statement using a 5-point Likert scale, which 1 for strongly disagree and 5 for strongly agree regarding convenience and social influence measure. Similarly, a 5-point Likert scale will measure the frequency of online shopping behavior, which 1 for never and 5 for very frequently. The questionnaire design draw on established survey, measure, and indicator from previous research in the field of online shopping and consumer behavior. This approach ensures the reliability and validity of research instruments by using validated and reliable scale. By collecting primary data through a well-structured questionnaire, researchers will gather specific insight into demographic profile, online shopping pattern, and key influencing factors, enabling accurate conclusion about gender differences in Kota Samarahan. For data collection, we use primary and secondary sources to systematically gather significant dataset. For primary data collection, we will employ an online survey administered through a structured questionnaire and then allowing researchers to gather quantitative insight directly from consumers in Kota Samarahan. This method ensures standardized data collection, reaching a broad audience to capture current trends and perception related to online shopping behavior. including frequency of purchases, average spending, preferred channel, convenience, and social influences, and then to facilitating a comparative analysis between male and female customers. For secondary data will be complement primary finding, sourced from prominent e-commerce platforms serving in the region. This data will include actual consumer behavior and preferences obtained from buying and selling data, such as through partnership with platforms like Lazada, and then providing demographic detail like location, gender, and age. Insight from platforms like Shopee will further enrich the understanding of gender-specific attitude toward online shopping and including spending habit and product preferences. Integrating primary and secondary data ensure a comprehensive assessment of gender dynamic in online shopping in Kota Samarahan to enhancing the study validity and depth of analysis. For data analysis, in our study on gender differences in online shopping behavior in Kota Samarahan, we will employ a multi-approach for data analysis. Firstly is descriptive statistic will summarize demographic characteristic and online shopping pattern among respondents, and then providing a clear profile of the sample and identifying common behavior. Secondly is inferential statistics such as t-test, ANOVA, and regression analysis will be used to test hypotheses and explore relationship between variables. T-test will compare mean value of online shopping behavior by gender, while ANOVA will examine how demographic factors like age and income influence this behavior. Regression analysis will further delve into the contribution of variables like convenience, social influence, and product variety to gender differences in online shopping. Throughout, rigorous statistical check will ensure the validity and reliability of our finding, a very valuable insight for local businesses and policymakers in Kota Samarahan.